early for the first time, eh? That's what's up. How's it going, Autumn? Looks like we got Whis, Starkiller all hanging out. Sorry for the abandonment. And Mimi, welcome Mimi. Hopefully my mic is still doing okay. I think I need to bump its volume up just a smidge. Connor Rhines, welcome Connor. Getting some people popping in, it looks like. That was a ground, Sammy, yeah? Yes, it was. Okay, what do I got on Outbreak right now? Frigibacks, I need to update my game. Hopefully I can do that by connecting to the internet. What am I shiny hunting? Primarily speaking, it is a shiny Phantump. But we are taking a break from Phantump at the present, and we're going to go for shiny Wooper, Mudbray, and Drillbur. So now that those should be updated, let's get us a pooper. A couple of them even. Interesting. Evidently there's a fly point here that I have not yet unlocked. Either that or I dumbly did not see that there was one here. Okay, what's we got? Mimi says, October 13th is your older bro's birthday. You're working on his card? Ooh, Sableye. Okay. Mega Sableye. Little handcrafted card. Love it. Love it. Half of a mega birthday. Catchy. I dig it. Is it the brown or blue Wooper or both? It is the brown Wooper, which I believe is purple. So both? It's neither brown nor blue? But yeah, it is Paldean Wooper that's shiny, boosted. Your birthday is coming up fast, Autumn. Well, that'll be exciting. Looks like our sponsor's out of bed, so that's no bueno. We finally finished drawing the normal Sableye today. Also, I want to check out this little blob over here, because that is a shiny Wooper already. Look at that! Oh. Well, bye, Wooper. Jack, come back. Jack, come back. There it is. Shiny Wooper! Found, like, 10 minutes into the stream. I dig it. We're gonna go with a nice heavy ball. Hell yeah! Let's get another. Gengar used to be his favorite, but now it's Sableye. I can respect the switch, honestly. Still staying with the Ghost type. Sableye's a angry little gremlin, though, but I'm sure it has its reasons. To be angry, I mean. Sorry, didn't join last stream, didn't feel like it. I mean, that's fair. Evidently, I didn't feel like it for the evening portion of the stream, so I was gonna stream again last night, but I just got busy. Was chatting with the wife. Wouldn't say it's angry, just jewel hungry. Fair. It's a fair assessment, I think. I really should start paying attention for that magical message saying that I've taken enough of these out. Not today, Taros. Not today. Man, when I hit 60 KOs on this and get the full boosted, those odds are going to be insane. Got a ground Sammy going right now. A boosted outbreak. Shiny Charm. There are not many left. That is the message we've been waiting for. Give us a quick once over here. And then we drop for a picnic. Dankatron. How's it going? It's almost as good as Thomas the Dank Engine. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Kind of a unique name, not gonna lie. Not like a random and out there name, but just a unique one. Hey, it's a Charky boy. Anyways. Can you now? Swayze edits. Swayze edits. Why does that sound familiar? Also, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Pokemon Violet is being pretty great right now, I'm not gonna lie. Runs great on the Switch, too. I'm doing pretty great. Can't complain. Had a fairly decent day off. Binge watched some anime. I like Pokemon Scarlet better, actually. Despite having been playing Violet more. I don't really have a reason for that. But it is kind of weird now that I think about it. Like, why am I playing Violet if Scarlet's my go-to? I think what it is I just had more random shiny hunting on Violet, so I kind of just stuck with it. Hey, have a great night, Swayze. They're spawning out of nowhere right now. This would be so much easier to do the hunt in the daytime. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go see a baby about a bed. have both babies throwing a hissy fit right now. Anyways. I think that's one right there, isn't it? No. That was trippy. Oh, thank you, Autumn. I really wish there was a fast way to turn it from day to night and night to day. We need, like, the sun song or something going on. Yeah. They might slide off the table, but they might not slide off the table, too. You ever think about that game? I honestly thought this was going to go a little bit faster than it is. I forgot that that last Wooper I caught got added to my party. And so when I did a picnic and saw one dancing across my screen, I almost got so peeved. I was like, oh great, I just picnicked over top of a shiny. How about that? That was mine. I already caught it. No. Well, apparently I throw a heavy ball at it. Is that the sun starting to come up? That would be delightful. Wooper's calls are cute. Yeah, I enjoy Wooper. Wooper's a good Pokemon. Grayson, welcome. Preferably not, but I appreciate the ask. Cannot picnic while riding a Pokemon. I love how YouTube saw fit to block it. Evidently, YouTube doesn't think so, since it keeps removing your chat. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Guess it's still there. I mean, we've been calling this a shiny pooper all day, so... My toddlers said worse, so whatever. I hate how they look shiny at first. So evidently my sandwich ran out, which is okay. Are you? No. You forgot to leave your like. The betrayal. Now that is a pretty stark difference in blue. Like and eat healthy stuff. There they are. Meanwhile, I'm fixing to not eat healthy stuff. Dog is being crazy. So is my toddler who won't go to bed. Hello, Ruben. Welcome. Be right back. You remember to hit the like button this time. Solid work. You love your new Switch? I'm happy. It's a cool little switch. I kind of want one. But if I get the Pokemon Switch, I'm going to have to get the Pokemon OLED. And then I'm going to have to track down a Pokemon 64. And then I'm going to need the Pokemon GameCube. That Rookie D made me think it was a Wooper. And then I'm going to need like all of the Pokemon 3DSs. And a Pikachu Edition Game Boy Color. And I just can't afford all those. Hello, Demita, and thank you. Oh yeah, it's a rabbit hole for sure. Man, my kid is just not learning that it's bedtime. He keeps getting up and turning his light off and on. Have a good one, Autumn. Austin, hello and welcome. Where else are there Wooper outbreaks, I wonder? I'm gonna go check out this area real fast. Hey, Square, welcome. so far on this outbreak, it looks like I don't have anything interfering with my spawn, so that's better. At least for the moment. Hey, there's one. Come here, Whooper. Whooper. You done messed up, a Whooper. I feel like I didn't need the second Whooper, though. Is that accurate? Yeah, I didn't need it. I already had a Clodsire. Oh well. Yep, there he is. She. What was his nickname? Rapper. Didn't need that one, but we have it anyways. Onward to Mudbray. We're gonna go for this one over here. Mudbray. Ooh, you're a fast runner, huh? He's a runner, he's a track star. I also only need one of these, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll probably go for 2. Hey! That was fast. Ooh, it's a female even. Christian, welcome. I surely do not have either of those at the present moment. Wait, why is Mudbray poisoned? That's no good. What kind of ball do we got for you, Mudbray? Safari Ball would not be remiss. Alright, let's quickly check our boxes here. I believe I have a shiny Mudbray right there. So let's evolve this one. What ability does which of my Pokemon have? Ew, that was a hideous Pokemon, by the way. This one's Effect Spore. Which I thought was only for paralysis. Tell me what you are over here, a Toadstool. Yeah, I really don't need another one of these, but we'll hunt one. Can poison too? That actually makes a lot of sense. Those Toadstools keep messing with me, though. I'm just like, is that a shiny Mudbray head? We'll move on. Could do an Outbreak Smeargle, too. That wouldn't be bad. Okay. Ooh. Honestly, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. Okay, what does a shiny one of these even look like? It's got pink as opposed to blue. Okay. Drillbur is so much smaller than I expected. Starting to go down. I'm in a position where I can't see the blue, but I can't not see it either. It's very intriguing. Like, I can't see that it's blue, but I can see that it isn't pink, if that makes sense. Hey, Shauna, you have a fantastic night. Get some good rest. And have a great day tomorrow. At the rate this is going, I think we're in for finding Shiny Drillbur, and then I'll be generating some more eggs down. Okay, that was the message. Ooh, hi, Big Peck. Well, that one's the first one we've made it through weeding out the 60 before finding one. I can see you in there, I just can't see you in there. You're blue. Hey, there's a pink one right there. This would really make Lacey go nuts. A pink Drober? Come on now. Ooh, don't have recoil, don't have recoil. Got him. Oh, that explains why it's so small. 1 foot. Red flowers messed with me a little bit. Looked shiny. Hey, there's the other one. That didn't take too long at all. Hello, Sleeper. I really should learn to Spore before I affect Spore Poison. Sandgram, welcome. Oh, that one does sleep, apparently. That was a Love Ball. Hey, let's see. How many new balls exist? All you remember were Pokemon Premier, Great Nest, Timer, Ultra Ball, Luxury Net, and Master. So many more. So like all of the Apricot balls from Gen 2, like Moon Ball, Love Ball, Heavy Ball, Lure Ball, Fast Ball. Not to be confused with a Quick Ball. And there is our shiny Excadrill. Nice. because it'll save time later. What is the ingredient for a normal Sammy? Tofu. I have not, Sangram. I once made some terrible DLC for Skyrim, though. Yeah, I used their dungeon creator tool to make a kind of a Legend of Zelda dungeon inside Skyrim. You know, as best as my abilities would allow at the time. No, I'm definitely not. No, I work in banking. Found a mass outbreak of Smeargle somewhere. And Smeargle Shiny Smeargle looks exactly the same, except for it's slightly more tan. And it's got a red tail instead of a green one. Noted. Oh, no, not baking. As in a bakery. Banking, as in money. The Smeargle in Colosseum is by default a shiny with a red paint tail? I did not. I did not know that. Check out the Cerebi. What are you doing? But I did make some pretty slammin' brownies the other day. Those were delicious. The best CC? Credit card? Probably not to have one at all. Honestly. If it can be avoided. I'm not super big into them, so I don't research outside of my job. Because I work at a credit union, not a bank, which I don't know if those are a thing outside the US. And as far as like what the best credit card is, it's a very personable answer for what your goals are. Because what's best for me may not be best for you, and vice versa. And it all depends on like your spending habits and goals. Credit union is a non-banking financial institution which provides finance to the customer to purchase things such as house or car. Yeah. Credit unions are almost exactly the same thing as a bank, but they do things differently. A bank is for profit, meaning they have shareholders that have a stake in the company, and the bank's job is to make those shareholders buckets and buckets of money through high interest rates and fees out the wazoo for the people banking with them. Credit unions are more member-owned, where you have a share in the membership of the credit union by depositing usually $5 to $25 into the account. And that's your stake and claim in the membership. And the credit union is not for profit, meaning we still try to make money, but that money goes right back into the members' pockets. And at the end of the year, we're trying to not have excess income so that we can give better rates to our members and better CD rates to our members, so help them make more money and help them save money. Yeah, no worries, no worries. But yeah, they are essentially the same thing in functionality, in that you can get a loan, you can save your money with them. It's just what they do with their proceeds that differ. And I would hope I am a better explainer of it than a teacher, since it is my job to explain it to people. Credit unions are also generally local, so they give back to the community a lot more. So, like, say, for example, my local school district had some remodeling done on their football stadium. The credit union I work for sponsored a huge portion of it, because our members do a lot of business in that area, so we help make the area a little bit better. It's pretty fun. do CSR for tax write-off. It makes sense. It's usually a good way to get rid of some income on paper. But back to your question about which credit card is best, I said it kind of depends on your spending habits and your income level and goals. So, like, if you just make household purchases, daily spending, you know, less than $3,000 going through your account on a given month, the best would probably be any kind of rewards credit card that's going to give you points for cash back. If you're like sending gobs and gobs and gobs of money through your account each month, then something like, and you like to travel, something like an airline mile card might be best if you can offset the fees and all that. An LLC in the tax regime of an S Corp Inc. in Delaware has no corporate tax if the company is earning offshore. Is that still a practice? Oh, I have no idea. I live in the sticks in Idaho. Would not know much of anything about tax laws elsewhere. I barely even know about tax laws in my own state. Alright, Smeargle, paint me like one of your French girls and show up shiny. You have heard that the American has no limit? Like a type of credit card having no limit? I don't know about that. It would be odd for a credit card to not have a limit. Ruben, you have a great night. Yeah, not everyone uses Amex, and Amex isn't accepted everywhere. Actually, Amex is kind of a crappy company to do business with. Actually, for example, if somebody calls in to make a payment on their loan with my institution, we won't accept Amex cards because we're not in their network. Because to be in the American Express network, you have to pay absurd amounts of fees. And it's just not good for our members, not good for us. So we just said, nope, we're not accepting Amex. But we do partner with Visa, and we allow MasterCards. TV would have you believe, though, that everybody here uses American Express. But that's how American Express wants it to be perceived, so they pay a pretty penny in marketing. Like, I can't remember the last time I saw a generic commercial for Visa or MasterCard. Now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I see commercials for Discover and American Express all the time, though. Thank you for the finance sludge bomb class. Anytime. I have a rewards credit card from the institution I work at, and I run that thing like a debit card. Every purchase I make goes through it because I'm a sucker for rewards points. Gotta buy diapers? It's on the credit card. Do I have cash for it? Absolutely I do. But I'm still going to run it through the credit card anyways and then turn around and pay it off the next day. You're eyeing for the Coliseum streams at this point? Could we get a date? I think the closest I said to a potential date that we could get is March. Because I know we're going to have October, November, December be Legend ZA for sure. I just don't know how long it's going to take. Because for sure, I will be doing a stream playthrough of Legends ZA for the story. I will also be doing a Shiny only run for the game, and I will also be doing a Shiny Living Dex. Now, what order to do that in, I'm not sure. I'm inclined to bum rush the completion of the game first. That one's a given. I'm going to play through the game first. Next, I want to say I'm going to do a shiny only run of the game. Probably during that time, completing the Pokedex on the original save file in my downtime. And then turning around and on that save file, doing the shiny only run. So, or the Shiny Living Dex. So I may just play through it twice and then do a Shiny Living Dex, according to stream. But it depends on what the shiny hunting mechanics are and how long that'll take and how big the dex is. So I don't know. Until I know more about the game, I don't have a realistic timeline. It was probably a small Magmar, honestly. Yeah. This game kind of tries to have some sort of size in it. I appreciate it. I totally thought that was a shiny Smeargle for a second. I was super hyped up and then got let down. That and after we get Legends Z8 coming out, I'm sure we'll have more information on what they're doing with the Pokemon Coliseum that we're supposed to be getting. So I don't have to feed my Pokemon at a picnic. The only reason for the picnic in this game is to build a sandwich to boost my shiny odds. The other purpose of the picnic and why I keep doing it and just exiting out is so these Smeargle right here have spawned. None of them are shiny, unfortunately. But in order to get more to spawn, I would have to defeat them to cause another Pokemon to spawn. Or I could do a picnic, all of the Pokemon vanished, and so then I end the picnic, and then the spawns reset. So that's a different Smeargle than was there last time. So each time I do that, there's a chance it could spawn in as a shiny. So right now, because I have the shiny charm, I get a shiny boost. because I have a shiny boosted sandwich, I get an extra boost. And because I'm hunting an outbreak, and I've killed 60 of them, I get another boost. So, the chances of me finding a shiny in this right at this moment is pretty high. But the Drillbur I was hunting earlier had a slightly increased boost because it was a boosted outbreak. Well, thank you, Sangram. The only thing that would make this better is if my outbreak wasn't on a stupid cliff. Where are my odds? Where's Cygnus? There we go. So right now, my odds for finding a shiny Smeargle is 1 out of every 512 of these that spawn. One of them should be shiny. So if I start with Pokemon Coliseum Japanese Edition, then we can do the shiny if the 2 starters, Espeon and Umbreon. Those cannot be shiny. I would have to trade in a shiny Umbreon and Espeon. And I think there's something about that specific Umbreon and Espeon that makes them so beefy for that game. Espeon's referred to as a glass cannon and Umbreon is a tank. So I'm not sure if they just have boosted stats. But those Pokemon are super powered in that game, I swear. But you can shiny hunt all of the shadow Pokemon, with the exception of Lugia, I think. Hey, shiny Smeargle, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Come here, you. False swipe. Ooh, it's gonna sketch my false swipe, isn't it? Not today, Smeargle. Woo! Nailed it. We'll see if this shiny's good enough for me. I'm actually surprised I found that so quickly. The first shiny Pokemon was Gyarados in Gen 2, that's correct. So the shiny started casually appearing as a defect in code, or were they on purpose? Shiny Gyarados was definitely on purpose. Yeah, it wasn't a defect in the code. Yeah, they intentionally put them in there. Oh. Its current move's False Swipe. That's interesting. That's pretty sweet. That's wild. Ain't no way. If it swapped out Sketch for False Swipe, that's gonna be so wild. They were actually implemented from Gen 2 on. You could actually get shiny Pokemon in Gen 2. Why? Why does it know permanent? Why does he permanently know False Swipe? What is going on? You cannot, Sangram. There was a Mew giveaway. Well, sorry, you can. I believe you can catch Groudon. Arceus can be transferred in, but you can't catch him here. Oh, so now I just need to... check summary. Change moves. Remember moves. Remember sketch. Okay. Use TMs. Okay, let's go create some TMs, I guess. No, I want this one. Sorry, I did not realize that's how sketch worked. What does UTP mean? Oh, Smeargle cannot learn TMs. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. This is the Paldea region. So this map is actually Paldea, and this is the base game. This is the Kitakami map for DLC, and this is the Blueberry Academy map for DLC. Ooh. Sorry about that. This game has the graphics of PUBG Mobile. Definitely does not have splendid graphics. Galar is Sword and Shield. False Swipe, Spore, Soak, and Taunt or Thunder Wave. Stun Spore. So can I sketch Stun Spore? And sketch Thunder Wave. learn Soak. Okay, we're going after an Oshawott here. And I think I'm gonna go for False Swipe, Soak, Mean Look, Thunder Wave. And then I think I should teach Breloom Ingrain. Can Breloom learn Ingrain? Artist remade Pokemon in this game with the legendary dogs from Gen 2, Surging Sparks, etc. Then the Lonely Hisuian Paladin. One could hope. Unfortunately, Creatures Inc., Nintendo, and Game Freak all own a third of the Pokemon Company. So, Pokemon isn't solely owned by Game Freak. It is owned by Nintendo. At least a third of it is. There's no such thing as an Ingrain TM. So... looks like I'll be catching a Sunflora. And an Oshawott. Sharing my PC binder? What do you mean? Like the cards I have? Because like I have stuff I haven't even opened yet, like the Destined Rivals stuff right there. I haven't done. I don't know about a binder, but I've been meaning to turn this into a video. I got my first PSA 10 card, was a level ball. I got a PSA 10 Zoroark EX, worth about like 180 bucks. I got a PSA 9 Gengar VMAX. Icy, welcome. Got a PSA 9 Charizard from 151, I believe. PSA 9 Greninja EX from Twilight Masquerade. A PSA 9 Ends Reshiram promo card. PSA 9 Prismatic Evolutions Glaceon EX stamped. PSA 9 Articuno. Forget which one that's from though. Journey Together. PSA 8 Charmander from 151. PSA 8 Venusaur from 151. A very unfortunate and sad PSA 7 Wartortle from 151. And a PSA 8 Hops Zacian EX. Of which I really need to get those listed on eBay. Yeah, that's pretty great. Rate your Pokemon Emerald Imperium team. Mega Charizard, Mega Gallade, G-Max Corviknight, Excalibur, Hisuian Zoroark, and Sirfetch'd. Not bad. I would give it a rating of not bad. I know nothing about the game you're talking about though, so I'm not knowledgeable. Do I have an eBay store and do I ship globally? Kind of. I do have an eBay store. I haven't typically shipped globally, but I can. It's under the name of Brass Coin as the seller. Surfetch base attack stat is 250. Respectable. Thank you for reminding me what I've been trying to do. Ooh, should I make it an HP or an iron? And I'm gonna want an adamant naturement. In its own tempo, so it's not affected. What does Moody do? Oh, I don't like that. Can I undo that? Own tempo was so much better. Okay, I'll take it. Onward to... Nope, that was the right place. Catch an Oshawott, I guess. Oh, wait. I need to visit the club room. I haven't unlocked the biome diversity in this save file yet, I don't think. Yeah, I actually have quite a few cards that I need to sell. But I have a good portion of the Prismatic Evolution set compiled. I'm obviously still missing stuff, but got most of it. Oshawott. I feel like Oshawott should be findable over here. Oh, so close. I was so close. Sangram, if you're still here hanging out, are you from the US or are you from somewhere else? I feel like we've been over this before. I want to say... I thought I remember India, but then you mentioned earlier Delaware, so I'm not sure. And then you asked if I shipped globally, so that's leading me back to India. Crap, where was I that I was seeing Sunkern left and right? I was shiny something recently. Where there was just a... Oh, right here. That's when I was hatching eggs. There's a bunch of Sunkern over here. I knew that. But there isn't going to be now that I'm exclusively looking for a Sunkern. They'll be MIA. Okay, there we go, there's one. Alright, we're going to change moves here. Let's grab Soak. Get rid of Retaliate. And then we'll grab Sunkern. Gonna have to move that to the party real fast. Probably gonna have to level it up a bunch. Synthesis, Solar Beam, Double Edge, Sunny Day. Interesting. I thought for sure it should learn Ingrain via level up. No to Seed Bomb. let's see if I have to have its little feeties first. That might actually make a lot of sense. Oh, yep. Need appendages for ingrain. That makes a good amount of sense. So what I'm going to do is trade these over to another game and see if I can get Smeargle to sketch the moves real fast. And really, I'm going to end stream for the night. So we'll catch y'all probably tomorrow, I guess.